Hello again, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode of Banish the Doubt. Today, what I want to talk about is authenticity and being yourself, obviously, with being authentic. You see, what we say, every word that comes out of our mouth, is nothing more than the manifested thoughts that we have about ourselves and we speak to ourselves. There is no other way about it. You were either thinking either I am something or I am not something, whatever it may be. Okay, I am good at this or I'm not good at this. I am someone who can remember names or I'm somebody who cannot remember names. Just to be kind of give you a couple of examples. Okay, understand that any time in your life you feel as though you're weighed down, that you're carrying, you don't feel right, understand that it is somebody else's baggage that you're carrying unconsciously. Though either it's your baggage that was given to you by either your parents, your teachers in school, the church or religious places you went to, society, whatever it may have been. That's the baggage that you're carrying. You and I, there is no such thing as baggage as far as we're concerned. Okay? It's always somebody else's. You may recall in previous videos where I talked about my grandparents would argue, and my grandfather would go around the apartment and close all the windows, and my grandmother would go behind him and open up all the windows. That, my grandfather's worry about what other people may think by doing that, was handed down to my mom and then to myself and my brothers. That baggage unconsciously was handed down. So we unconsciously would carry that baggage around. If you're come from a family where there's a lot of people pleasing, you're carrying that baggage. There is no such thing as people pleasing. We only ever please ourselves. We are respectful to ourselves, and then that is pushed out into the world. Our reality, your reality is different than mine. My reality is different than anybody else in my life. And the people in our reality are nothing more than reflections of our innermost thoughts. So when you're going through your day, whatever it is that you're desiring to have, to be, or to do in your life, you first and foremost always figure it out in your mind first. It is what you say to yourself. It's not about getting the feeling. It's about you saying this to yourself. Whatever it is you want, I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from various sources on a continuous basis. That's an affirmation from Bob Proctor. Okay, I have a lavish, steady, dependable income consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. Comes right from Neville Goddard. It's the assumption of whatever it is that you believe you can or cannot do. You are worthy of, you're not worthy of. You're deserving of, you're not deserving of. Okay, I have a lavish, just the word lavish. Okay, for some people that conjures up images of lavish income. How were you raised? Were you raised in an environment with your parents and your family upbringing that lavish income? Yes, you're deserving. Yes, we are striving for that. Or we have that, we are deserving, we're worthy of a lavish type of lifestyle? Or were you raised in an environment where other people were deserving of, or other people had lavish lifestyles? Or did you grow up in an environment where lavish lifestyle, certain types of people, maybe miserly people who were take advantage of other people who have that type of a lifestyle, is because that's the mindset that they had. They were nasty or mean people. If that was the conversations, or that was the the messaging given off by your family, your parents, and others, and also along the lines of that was, we're poor, but at least we're happy. So if you're rich, maybe you're not happy. If that's the messaging, then that's the baggage that you're carrying around with you. You can absolutely have a lavish lifestyle consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. Okay? You absolutely have a lifestyle you're deserving of, you're worthy of, if you believe this, if you listening to me say this, if you are believing this. Okay? I am deserving and I am worthy of a harmonious relationship where there is mutual respect within the relationship. I am deserving of that. I am worthy of that. I am. If these are the affirmations that you're putting forth, these are the thoughts that you have, you understand by saying this, what we're doing is we are removing layers and layers of conditioning from all of our life, from the people who preceded us ancestrally, our parents and our grandparents and great grandparents. This is the layering of the conditioning that we are removing, and it takes almost a moment to moment type of thought process for us to break through or break through that barrier. I want to read something to you from the book here. It's Evolve the Brain by Dr. Joe Dispenza. This is something I found very interesting. Listen to this. This is just about thoughts, okay? Just as you're listening to me, you're conjuring up thoughts. I invite you to have a single thought, any thought, whether your thought was related to a feeling of anger, sadness, inspiration, joy, or even sexual arousal. You changed your body. You changed you. All thoughts, whether they be I can't, I can, I'm not good enough, or I love you, have the same measurable effects. As you sit casually reading this page, not lifting a single finger, bear in mind that your body is undergoing a host of dynamic changes. Triggered by your most recent thought, did you know that suddenly your pancreas and your adrenal glands are already busy secreting a few new hormones? Like a sudden lightning storm, different areas of your brain just surged with increased electrical current, releasing a mob of neurochemicals that are too numerous to name. Your spleen and your thymus gland sent out a mass email to your immune system to make a few modifications. Several different gastric juices started flowing. Your liver began processing enzymes that were not present moments before. Your heart rate fluctuated. Your lungs altered their stroke volume, and blood flow to the capillaries in your hands and feet changed, all from just thinking one thought. You are that powerful. Now that's just the first couple of pages from the book Evolve Your Brain by Dr. Joe Dispenza. That's from obviously the scientific model. But understand just how powerful our thoughts actually are. The thoughts that we have. See, it's paradoxical to think that we can have, do, or be anything in this world that we want. We change in every single moment. So if that's the case, then this is how our body processes our thoughts. Then we will be really careful about what we think about. See, what we speak audibly, again, is nothing more than a collection of thoughts that we speak to ourselves. So we want to get really good and really particular about what we're thinking and saying to ourselves. And if we're not sure about what we're saying to ourselves, just look around. Look around at your environment, your reality. If it's anything there that you're not happy with, it's not them. It's not out there to change. Going back to my grandparents' argument, it's not them. It wasn't my grandparents to each other. It was their innermost thinking that led to the argument, that led to my grandfather closing all the windows and my grandmother going back opening all the windows. You see, it's not the argument, it's all the thoughts preceding that. It's their innermost thoughts to themselves. So that's my message for you this afternoon, guys. If ever you're concerned about what your reality looks like, always think about how you're talking to yourself. And this is how we change everything in our life. You are worthy of the lavish lifestyle. You are worthy of having money come to you in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a consistent basis. You are worthy and you are deserving of that lavish lifestyle and that romance and that relationship. If you believe you are deserving of it and you are worthy of it, believe you are, and it will happen. It's law. It has to happen. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.